WWE Raw included some big teasers, so we'll see what's going on with Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and more. Let's start things off with the latest update to Bobby Lashley's story. So last time we talked about Bobby Lashley, we went over how his recent actions made Adam Pearce fire him during Raw within the story. Adam Pearce reversed that decision 12 hours later through social media, but still promised to meet with Bobby Lashley to discuss the repercussions. This story continued in a very subtle way during the December 19th edition of Raw that had majority of fans really excited. Adam Pearce gets approached by MVP backstage. MVP says that he wants to speak to Adam Pearce about Bobby Lashley's status and everything that's been going on there. But before the conversation can really start, Adam Pearce had to go take care of an emergency, which was the Bloodline's attack on the Raw superstars. MVP and Adam Pearce didn't pick up that conversation back up for the rest of the show, basically leaving that part of the story on a cliffhanger. The idea of MVP wanting to discuss Bobby Lashley's status is a very intriguing scenario that can lead us down many different routes. Everyone knows about the recent history that MVP and Bobby Lashley shared. When Bobby Lashley was goofing around and not taking things that seriously with Lana by his side, it was MVP who convinced Lashley to dump Lana over to the side and start taking his career seriously again. MVP convinced him to leave Lana and to come with him because he'll get him that WWE World title that he never won at the time. A few months later, MVP and Bobby Lashley were still going around recruiting talent to join them. That's when they came across Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. They welcomed those two in with open arms, and that officially marked the formation of the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business captured a lot of gold and had a lot of success together. MVP actually achieved his goals of getting Bobby Lashley the WWE title. But it was shortly after Bobby Lashley's WWE title win where WWE decided to split up the Hurt Business. However, Bobby Lashley and MVP would end up sticking together and continuing their success until they went through a breakup storyline themselves. So last time we really saw Bobby Lashley and MVP interacting with each other in the ring, they were in opposite corners, with MVP sending Omos after Bobby Lashley. And last we saw that duo, MVP and Omos are still very much paired up. So the fact that MVP wants to discuss things related to Bobby Lashley is interesting, because what route are they going in here? Does MVP feel bad for his former business partner and wants to look out for him again? Or is MVP still against Bobby Lashley? Those are the biggest questions here. Fans also noticed that some of the superstars that were beat down by the Bloodline on Raw includes former Hurt Business members Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. So now, when you take that fact into consideration and put all the pieces of the puzzle together, some fans are wondering if WWE could be teasing the reunion of the Hurt Business. WWE has hinted and teased a reunion of the Hurt Business several times over the last few years, but they never fully gave us that reunion any of those times that they teased it. So we've been here before many times, but is this the actual time where they go through with a reunion for the Hurt Business? Plus, MVP and Omos haven't had any real issues lately. So would Omos also join along as a new member of the Hurt Business? All of the Hurt Business members haven't been on the same page in a recent memory, but maybe all of them having the new common enemy of the Bloodline is what pushes them all together. Could this lead towards the Bloodline versus the Hurt Business? There's a lot of reunions going on right now in WWE. Just look at Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt. So if they want to throw in another reunion with the Hurt Business, the fans wouldn't mind at all. So keep paying attention to what MVP has to say, because it looks like this all could be leading towards something big. As everyone remembers, Big E tragically went out of action with a near career-ending neck injury in March 2022. It was an extremely scary moment to watch back. He had to be stretchered out of the arena, and some fans had initially feared that he'll never wrestle again. Well, luckily, everything has been going smoothly in the recovering process. Big E came out of his neck brace a few months ago and has been continuing his recovery ever since. He recently spoke with These Urban Times and had this to say regarding his injury and where he currently stands for a return to the ring, quote, "I have to get some more scans at the 1-year mark in March, and then we'll see how everything's looking. But we'll see from there. My C1 is broken in 2 spots, so I obviously would be very smart about that. I was very fortunate, so I just want to make sure I'm making the best decision for myself. So we'll see in March," end quote. So telling by his comments, it looks like those upcoming additional scans towards the 1-year mark of the injury will determine where Big E stands for a return to action. So expect the next huge update for Big E's status to come within the first few months of 2023. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens shared another short but heavy moment together during the December 19th edition of Raw. In the closing moments of the show, the ring had cleared out of all the competitors, and only Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were left standing in the ring with each other. Although Sami seemed ready to go and ready to fight Kevin Owens, it was Kevin who untaped his hands and refused to fight Sami. So Sami ended up rolling out of the ring after Kevin Owens took the tape off. And a lot of fans were curious about the meaning and significance of Kevin Owens taking the tape off his hands in front of Sami Zayn. What was he implying by doing that? Well, a lot of fans think that Kevin Owens was basically putting his weapon down. He took the tape and protection off his hands to show Sami Zayn that he didn't want to place his single finger on him. So it's impressive for Kevin Owens to continue to take the high road and try to be the bigger man, and still try to take that piece there between himself and Sami Zayn. Especially after what Sami did to him at War Games. Kevin Owens has every right to come after Sami Zayn and brutally beat him down, but he's choosing not to. So that's a big theme that's going on, not only on Kevin Owens' side, but also on Sami Zayn's side too. Like when Sami Zayn slipped up and still referred to Kevin Owens as a friend in front of the Bloodline. Just all these quick little moments that show that Sami and Kevin are still somewhat peaceful with each other, despite everything that's been going on around them. Kevin Owens refuses to put his hands on Sami Zayn, and Sami still looks at Kevin Owens as his best friend. It's not like they're both beating each other up with every opportunity that they get. They're actually doing the opposite and trying to make peace with every opportunity they get. Of course, it's no secret at all what the payoff will be here for this situation. The payoff will be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens officially reuniting for the first time in several years as a tag team to turn around and go get revenge on the Bloodline for everything that they put both Sami and Kevin Owens through. So it should just be a few more months until that big payoff starts coming into play. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.